Good evening, gamers. Welcome back. We are back for game 2 of week 7, day 1. We got Pentakill, Timo Please versus Azure Gaming PTP, being currently 6-8, slightly below that 6th place spot at the moment, looking for a way to break into that top 6 before playoffs comes around. And Azure Gaming currently tied for 3rd at the moment. My name is Chris Sanga, and I'm here with Beanjar. How are you, Beanjar?
I am doing pretty good. On the side of Azure Gaming, are these the normal players that we've seen?
No, we've got some new people. We got WFG Polar for I think, yeah, coming in for subbing for that top lane, and then High Reef also subbing in for Handicap lane. Yeah.
Okay, that definitely makes sense. I was like, these are not the typical players, but I do remember on the side of Pentakill Timo Please, they have their typical Shenpai, Vandal, ProDH, Gandor, Crazy J, like all around. Wait, where's the Thresh?
Yeah, no Threshlight today. We got Crazy J.
Okay.
Yeah, Crazy J subbing in from originally an Olympus Amber member, the team that had to withdraw from the tournament.
Wrong.
Yeah, I got some substitutes today, but Rel and Zaya being picked up by both sides here.
Okay. I like the current draft. Like, if you do go for Rel, you can have. I think we might see the Zaya. What's a good combo? I mean, Blitzcrank. Let's get some early pulls in. Diana has some great engage for later on. I don't see anything forming fully yet. It's got to take a little bit for it to take.
Yeah. I mean, Diana coming in for either High Reef or Lindblom. I know nothing about High Reef yet. I believe they're a new player coming into subbing for the roster. We've got, there it is, Vanel's one-trick champion, Vayne, being locked in for Pentakill Timo Please. I mean, when you have only a few games left to try to break into playoffs, I mean, you might as well bring out the one-tricks, right?
Yeah, so Vayne is... I mean, I'm excited to see it. What he's good at, he's better put on a show. And or for Felicia, they're going to go for some incredible high ceiling skill plays. So,
yeah, PTP.
Maybe Azure Gaming is very confident in this.
They're really going for champions here that are from, FOF history has mostly said that these are the champions that sort of style on opponents. Usually, these champions are picked for style. But Lee Sin being picked up for for Gandorf, for Pentakill Timo Please. Rakan for Piplup. No Blitzcrank this time for Piplup.
Okay. Zaya Rakan, I like the combos. It's the classic. Can't go wrong. So I am waiting for... So we're seeing Malphite? Okay. So then Kesanti gone, Mordekaiser.
Yeah.
Mordekaiser. That is interesting. I wonder if they're just banning out their current counters as is, trying to get out. Definitely the Kesanti. That could snowball very hard, especially when you have top laners still out. So, that means that they're less worried about their mid laner. I would still worry about ProDH just a little bit.
A Yasuo pick would be super fun to see.
Maybe that's why.
There it is. We've got Yasuo locked in for Azure Gaming for High Reef. Now, this type of pick is usually, I mean, we've all experienced it in solo queue, but it's usually, make or break. Either this is an 0-9 Yasuo, or this is an 0-9 Yasuo that wins the game somehow. So we'll see how it goes. But High Reef, from what I understand, I don't know them too well yet. First time in FOF, but might be a Yasuo one trick. Who knows? Bringing out the main.
I love the safety Malzahar.
Yeah, safety Malzahar going into the Yasuo.
Like, you're going to make a play? Press one button.
Yeah.
Ooh. We're going to need to see an Assassin Poppy that actually, destroys and deletes one of these players.
I mean, Utility Monster tried it that last game, but couldn't come to fruition. Fiora, yes, another Fiora game locked in for Azure Gaming for WFG Poland. yeah,
that's
into
very
Poppy, I guess.
bold.
Yeah, we'll have to see
I can
how
see
this
it
goes.
definitely working, but oh.
Yeah, okay. Azure Gaming final rosters locked, or sorry, final picks locked. We got Rel, Vayne, Lee Sin,
Oh, I forgot to
Malzahar,
gamble.
Poppy for Pentakill Team of Please, and we got Zaya, Diana, Rakan, Yasuo, Fiora for Azure Gaming. Thoughts on these compositions before we go into the game?
My thoughts is that we need the channel point gambling, and Ashura Gaming was a very balanced team composition. Pentakill Team of Police has a very high skill ceiling, but if you have Proteage, you can press R, make them stand still, your auto attacks, get with that insect hit. It's easier to get an insect on a non-standing, non-moving player, so I feel like that's where you might be able to get picks and then snowball a game from the side teams.
Yeah, agree. A lot of knockup potential too from Azure Gaming. I'm excited to see that those team fights, see how those go down. Curious to see how
doesn't
these
Diana
substitutes play in.
on Yasuo?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, we got Diana ult, we got Rakan ulti, or sorry, we got Rakan W, and then Yasuo's not natural knockups as well. And the fact that those two are the looks like the main engages anyway, got to be a good game. Got to be a good feeling for High Reef.
Like with the AoE knockups, that's gonna be either an insane moment or just Malzahar's gonna press R. No, I love how it could go. I'm gonna hope to see Vayne pop off, like dashing absolutely everywhere, but into a Zaya Rakan, it could get a little bit dicey. And yeah, it's just you have a lot to come across and a lot to overcome.
A lot of die potential too, from the side of Azure Gaming. Yeah, I think we're almost good to game. I think we're still loading in. Okay, a couple more seconds. We'll get there shortly. But anyway, to remind everyone, we have ASG at 9-5 at the moment. Should they win this game, and they're succeeding games as well, they're going to have a good placement into playoffs. They'll be at least third place. Should they, should the top two teams currently start losing their games, there's a good chance Azure Gaming tries to break into that top two and get that buy into playoffs. If they get that buy into playoffs, they basically just skip the quarterfinals, and if they're first place, they get to just pick their opponent in the semifinals. Whoa. So, yeah, both these teams wanting every win possible. PTP being just literally at the edge of the playoff cutoff.
That is kind of intense. PTP has nothing to lose. I like that they're finally trusting Vayne now.
I know. Yeah, love to see the one tricks. There's no Threshlight this time, so there's no Vayne Thresh. But oh, actually, we've got. Sorry, it looks like we have different substitutes today. We have Cooked Block in the jungle for PTP with Gandorf. Yeah, with Gandorf coming into the support role. Did not realize. Yeah.
And Infernal Drake is going to be something to really go for. I like that early jungle pressure go to Lee Sin. We might. Oh my god, Shenpai.
Okay, big fight here in the river. We got a 4v3 going on. Level 1, everyone wants to scuttle now. We got Lindblom now on the back pedal. Might have to flash away. First blood goes over to Vanel on the Vayne. Now High Reef on the Yasuo is in the middle of 4 members of PTP. Flashes all about. High Reef has to flash away.
Vanel, no.
Vanel gets caught off by Piplup, and happy ending. He has no flash to try to get out. This level 1 is still going. Happy ending, and High Reef and Piplup are here to fight.
No,
is running really low, but High Reef, the Yasuo, goes down as well. Now Cooked Block goes down as well. This is 4 kills total here in the first 2 minutes of the game. Gandorf running really low. There's a teleport in the mid lane. Everything is now settling 2 for 2 for both sides.
It's okay. So, the dust has settled, and no one has any specifically. You have it on, for Fiora to be able to get that early item lead and then scale to later take on a Poppy, you might be able to create something there. But seeing Vanel with that early Cull longsword will not be punished for it by getting 1 kill and going to the lane. The Rakan's not going to do too much, actually.
Well, actually, Piplup with that engage, starting to zone off Vanel away from a lot of CS. It's going to make it harder to get that level 2. And Proteage taking a lot of damage from High Reef. High Reef, like we said, new mid laner coming in, I believe, as a substitute. Cooked Block is here in the bot lane. He knows both of them don't have flashes. Gandorf tries to go for the engage, but he's not close enough. Piplup just jumps away from that engage, and nothing more can be had by the side of PTP. ASG going to be able to actually pepper down Gandorf's health a little bit. They actually come out on top out of all of that health-wise.
Yes, I mean, this good engages pro DH. Oh my god.
Mm.
I mean, High Reef is showing his Yasuo expertise, baiting veins in all day.
Yeah.
I'd like to see on Shen, sometimes they have what they want. Can't pick Shen blind and then get a counter pick, but if you're into Poppy, I mean, it's difficult. But I'm hoping that with this early jungle pressure, you're going to see Lee Sin be able to rotate onto dragons a little bit faster, especially with this early inferno.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with Vanel being so low on HP too, ASG just has full prio here in the bot lane. Lindblom is pinging that he's going to go for a dive here. We'll see if this actually transpires. He might accidentally give away double buffs, but he's saying, yeah, we're going to go in. We're going to do it. Okay,
Oh, no.
Piplup on the recovery goes on the Gandorf. Gandorf goes down, but Piplup now running really low as well. Vanel, the only one left under the tower. Lindblom goes for the flash under the
tower. Die?
That's the kill. Oh, but guys, gets 2 tower shots.
Down.
And it's a shutdown going over to Vanel.
Vanel's getting fed, and he doesn't have to do anything. It's getting spoon-fed.
Yeah, it was completely on accident, but I mean, 2 kills going over to the side, or actually, yeah, 2 kills going over to the side of PTP out of all of that.
One for Vanel, one for Gandorf to be able to get the items to peel him later on. Vanel is just rolling with the punches, finding through all of this chaos, and might be able to get some early items and then run away. Zaya has 4 assists.
Yeah, this is
where
true.
are my kills?
And up like 15 CS too, so gotta feel good for at least momentarily. Piplup now with the roam in the mid lane. Cooked block. Oh! Gets the Q, but gets interrupted by the tornado. Gandorf is here in the mid lane too. It's just a party everywhere. Piplup just dashes away. Nothing to be secured here. There's a lot of fighting happening, but nothing to be secured.
Yeah, except for now that you have early pressure here, why is it? Okay, Lee Sin's walking towards top, but you have a good push in the mid lane, which means you can rotate onto Dragon almost immediately. You might not have the advantage for vision, which might be the causing factor if I just go stuff on top, but I don't know, he had a lot of space to grab there for that short potential, like have mid pushed in.
Yeah, agree. Okay. Everything is starting to settle down now. Yeah, like Lindblom's starting to go towards that
one person that might be able to easily take down Vanel with all of that engaged.
Yeah, I mean, with Rakan too, or with Piplup as supporting him as well, I mean, there's a high chance that Vanel really can't play these team fights without respecting all of the potential, just backline dive potential, especially even with the Fiora as well. Okay, we've got a gank in the top lane. WFG Polar getting caught out here by Lee Sin, cook block, but actually fighting back 1v2. The 2 of them on PTP's side don't really want to fight back. They don't think it's that safe at the moment. Shenpai protecting his jungler at the moment. Cook block just has to walk away.
They did bait out an ultimate, which leaves Poppy at a good space to keep on playing this lane. But showing top means, yeah, Lindblom is taking the correct options to rotate on the dragon, knowing that the Lee Sin won't be able to smite steal it. So really, you might alleviate some pressure for Shenpai. That's just not an equal choice. That dragon means so much more.
Yeah, good presence of mind from Lindblom there to just immediately go for that dragon the moment he realized Cook block was wasting some time in the top lane. Especially it helps too. Polar didn't die to that gank, even was starting to fight back a little bit. So ASG, a slight gold lead going over to them.
Yes, we're seeing some good laning as Piplup Happy Ending is pushing in, but they do have the opportunity to get jumped on by his Lee Sin, who has flash up and gets maybe an insect if he get his level 6, or is he level 5?
Currently level 6, could go for the currently level 5.
No
Might
insect
go for the insect if he gets some experience, but here comes Gandorf with the engage. The jungler has arrived too, but flashes are available for both of these ASG bot laners at the moment. The Lee Sin Q lands, flashes away, happy ending, tries to get that stun. Vanel now running really low. Okay, flashes everywhere. Piplup goes for the engage. He might not have wanted that. Vanel picks up that kill. Lee Sin, cooked block, gets another onto happy ending. That's 2 kills over to Pentakill. Timo, please break this down for me. Show me what happened.
Yes, so they could have ran here, but it's the communication. You see happy ending going in, and then Piplup's like, I'm going in too. he flashes all the way in, and they just don't want to leave each other. They're like two peas in a pod. And if one of them just flashes into a 3-man and wants to immediately die, I mean, go ahead. But they're doing it together because you leave no man behind.
I appreciate the slow motion. Shout out cinematographer.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Very kind of you.
You're
Okay,
like,
now.
break this down for me. I was like, me?
Okay, 2 kills going over to the side of PTP gives them a slight gold advantage now. Now, PTP might feel comfortable here at this Lee Sin on Cook Block at the moment, feeling pretty solid at the moment. I mean, I was expecting some crazy Yasuo plays too from High Reef, but nothing crazy
He
so
already
far.
has full item.
Yeah, oh, he does have full item. It's not even, it's not his fault or anything too, because
Full item. That is nice.
Malzahar is sort of just suppressing that lane a little bit, but yeah.
Like, Malzahar is... It's your range versus melee matchup. You're just going to be able to poke down, like, have a bunch of minions attack for you even in melee range. Like, Yasuo might just go 0-9 and then win the game.
Yeah.
Drake and great jungle pressure.
Entirely possible. It's a 0-9 power spike that you have to respect here in this game against a Yasuo.
This is a double agent. Oh no, we're just gonna run it back. Even though he walks over a ward, we're gonna see... I want to see the most beautiful insect that changes the game. That's what I want.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of Lee Sins in FF. We don't get a whole lot of Lee Sin here, so...
I feel like we should get, like, the highest skill stealing champion should be reflective of higher skills.
Sure. Okay. There was a little bit of action in the bot lane. Nothing secured or anything, but it looked like PTP was really looking forward to try to commit their mid laner and their jungler to try to go for another engage on this flashless bot lane at the moment. But actually, ASG getting this bot lane freeze for free.
It's just the ward presence that you have from this recon. Like as soon as they saw Lee Sin on the ward.
Oh, no,
High
full
Reef is
engage.
gone.
Yeah, High Reef
No
just
R?
dashes away. Nice try trying to gank that, but Gandorf unfortunately cannot land that knockup on such a speedy Yasuo. Meanwhile, in the top lane, lots of damage onto WFG Polar. Gonna have to back away there. PTP feeling very confident right now. Okay, Gandorf actually takes the blast cone into ASG's bot lane, but just walks away. Actually decides to start the re-engage now. Lindblom is caught out. Rel ulti is live. We have both ADCs going for the 1v1, but now Malzahar has arrived. Piplup will go down to pentakill. Timo, please. Cook Block is arrived as well. Lindblom gonna eat that Lee Sin Q and get kicked right in the face. 4 kills now, or sorry, 8-4 now in favor of PTP.
Now you have 3 roaming onto mid, and then if Poppy can just close into this fight, nah, this might just let him go. Gandorf goes for the chase. I mean, you see someone you just want to force out, get pressure, and then grab onto the dragon and spend fun in 50 seconds.
Okay, happy ending. Meets Vanel, but Vanel's just gonna knock him back.
How is Vanel not killing him right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little spooky. Not enough mana, not enough health. Yeah,
for happy ending still has the ultimate.
Yeah, for
so
happy
that's
ending,
what you should be afraid of. I can see why.
Yeah.
It is the full item completion though. Maybe we just got that to farm a little bit faster. I mean, it's a lot of wave players that Bane just doesn't usually have. That first attack's going to be empowered, then the third attack's going to be empowered, and then you're going to be able to really stack on a lot of damage for anyone that Malzahar ults, which happened previous fight.
Sure. Yeah, lots of damage now on the Yasuo and the Malzahar now as well. So I'm excited to see this next team fight that most likely will begin at this dragon, where we're starting to see.
Malzahar Leandri I liking it. The burn's gonna last forever.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're not. Yeah, High Reef is just getting absolutely. Could not go into this alone.
Yeah, okay.
Diana,
High Reef finally going for the engage onto Pro DH. Pro DH, nice flash, avoiding that Diana ulti. Not gonna be able to be secured for ASG side. Now this means PTP has full control of this Dragon River at the moment. Rift Herald being dropped by ISG means PTP have to pay attention a little bit to this mid lane, but the Dragon still might be secured. There's only 3 members of ASG here in the mid lane to try to force anything, but only 3 members of PTP. All they need to try to defend against this Dragon should also go over to them shortly, which does. And now Rift Herald goes down.
I see just like the low HP, and that's something they might be able to take advantage of. it's just, oh, I love the blast cone plans when you have these. They're so useful.
Yeah.
But Chem Tank might be a good catalyst to get on these stacking abilities and really getting some damage.
Oh, an engage in the mid lane might have gone wrong for the side of PTP, but Cook Block is here. Not enough damage. High Reef will go down. Piplup now the only one left. Is currently a 1-for-1 throughout that all trade, but now it's a 2-for-1 in favor of Pentakill. Timo, please. This Lee Sin is having the time of his life right now.
So much damage. It's just the lethality items that are stacked. Like, and it builds well with his champion. I mean, Cook Blocked is really going to be able to lay out some clean damage for the early side, but I'm just worried about how it might fall off later. So these items are going to really need to show up.
Yeah, agree. Once those items start showing up, these fights are sure to be slightly more closer to ASG. ASG does have a team that can fight later on in the mid game if they want to just release the pressure right now and just allow PTP to just roam for the time being.
It's because they let Vanel play Vayne. That's what we needed the whole time. Like,
yeah.
I understand that you might have counter picks here and there, but now we see what the true power of just one-tricking is.
That's definitely not the Lee Sin doing work, for sure.
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
the Vanel pick.
Not the Lee Sin, carrying every single fight he goes into, putting all the map pressure across the board perfectly and just doing crazy amounts of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can forget about him. He's only perfect. I mean,
he's only perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lee Sin, I mean, usually when we see FOF Lee Sins, it's kind of similar to Yasuo. We either see the Lee Sin get shut down really early in most FOF Lee Sin games, or they get to have carefree Lee Sin games, which look really fun to watch.
I want to see Diana Yasuo ult, but Yasuo doesn't have his first item yet. Like, we're not gonna see him be online for a while.
Yeah, it still needs a little bit of time, but not going 0-9 yet so far.
I find it hilarious when anyone wants to engage on Banal. It's like, you want to engage?
Immediate condemn.
Go kiss a wall, and then...
Yeah. Okay, oh, an engage happening here in the bot lane. Gandorf goes for the flash forward, but nice ulti by Happy Ending to just get released from that, and it's a good stun onto three members of PTP. Literally all three of them half health. Okay, the Lee Sin kick is here. It goes down. Happy Ending dies to Cook Block, and Vanel gets that double kill to Piplup as well. Meanwhile, on the top lane, ASG are able to finally pick up that top tower.
Yeah, first turret is enough gold to start it out, but it's not just everything yet. It might show how they might have a good sense of what to do around the map, but ProDH is going to shut down anyone that gets too far ahead, and then you have Vanel just going to melt everyone else.
Yeah, great plays so far by PTP. Very proactive too. In the past few games, you've been seeing them partially reactive. So it's a good change of pace to see them really take control right now, really going for these bot lane plays. And, shout outs to Cook Block at the moment, really going for these early Lee Sin plays, try to get PTP ahead. So they got the leads, they're ahead. Now what does PTP do with it?
They have to... Well, Dragon's up in a minute. I feel like the next Dragon's going to be your next team fight, then you lead into mid turret, then you group up for top turret.
Sure.
Like, you could start just forcing the mid game and taking these team fights while you have a 6-2 Vayne and a 4-1 Lee Sin. Or you could keep on going for these picks and try and accelerate the individual leads, and then risk other people farming it out as well.
I think it's a very fair strategy, especially in like an FOF game or any amateur competitive league game. Oh, ProDH gets flashed on by Piplup. Piplup starts that Rakan charm, but actually doesn't tag ProDH. Eats up that teleport coming from Shenpai, but ASG decide to back out. So could have been a potentially wasted teleport. We'll see if ASG take advantage of that later on.
Nah, early teleports are never wasted. Just his presence there alone is enough to zone. It's enough to keep someone else away. They're not even going to contest at this point, because that's the power of just being present.
Okay, this Dragon coming up now for PTP. They're just in full control of this. It's a fair strategy to just play default and just go for, the casual map plays.
So much.
Going for the side lane. I feel like I've seen this before many times in solo queue.
I know what he's doing. He's going to go. He's gonna get a crazy gold. I mean, I'm surprised that Malzahar's 159 CS, but
Yeah.
High Reef's 129 isn't so bad if he's gonna be able to back it an IE and then start getting some kills under his belt so he can carry for finals.
Yeah, I agree. Should
We
PTP
need
just play
Baron.
this? Should PTP just play this entire map game by default? Yeah, they're just gonna look for all these map plates, start moving around the map to make sure they can apply pressure in the right spots, force ASG in lanes that that PTP wants them to go, and then they'll be able to cross over to another lane and pick up a tower. Should the opportunity present itself. Oh, Polar taking a lot of damage just from Pro DH here in the side lane. Now ASG, they have Piplup. All eyes should actually be on Piplup. From all my previous... Oh, Pro DH taking a lot of damage from Polar right now on this Fiora. WFG Polar just taking that free kill here in the bot lane. I thought for a second that Pro DH was getting the better of him, but I was wrong.
It's the style of just picking solo carry, solo carry, solo carry, and hoping one of them solo carries eventually.
Okay, Piplup getting engaged on, but this is a 1v2. CB, you might not want to be there right now. ASG starting to pick up kills, starting to pick up towers. Lindblom is here as well. Okay, Vanel, now you're the only one here. Can you continue this fight? Lindblom running really low, does go down to Vanel. Vanel has flashed forward. Polar, you're the only one here. Do you have enough damage? No, he doesn't.
It's Vanel!
That's a
I am a
double
Vanel
kill
fan.
for PTP. Oh, man.
Nothing can stop him.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his one trick. He's feeling really comfortable. He's clearly...
He has enough gold for 3 items, like, ahead of everyone else. He's gonna get Rel Peel, he's gonna get the Malzahar ult on anyone that wants to engage him. He's gonna get Lee Sin to kick anyone that's off of him, and no one's gonna dash on him because Poppy. You just form that little circle perimeter and walk down mid and end the game in this set.
This could be a really solid middle game for PTP to play right now. I mean, gold lead still actually kind of relatively even right now.
Why does Ashura have 1,000 more gold when they're... What? When there's 6 kills behind?
Well, they've got 4 towers at the moment. Plus, we have so much farm onto WFG Polar right now. Yeah. Plus that first tower.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Being more gold ahead, being 6 kills down, just... It's the ability of what just playing the map can do. Like, they're gonna get some catches out here now. Oh, no.
Piplup. That was spooky. I didn't even know you could get stunned in the middle of that dash, but I guess you could. But does get that E out.
Polar's not doing nothing.
Polar now having to fight 2 members of PTP. Should this fight continue? Oh, CB actually has to flash away. Polar dashing forward. Meanwhile, a fight in the mid lane has begun by Piplup. Lindblom latches onto Vanel, goes down. He gets deleted. Now PTP don't have the damage for this fight. Now 3 members of ASG get 3 kills. 4 kills actually in the bot as well as in the bot lane for the side of ASG. Score is now 15-12. Kill lead still in favor of PTP, but gold lead in ASG's pockets. And a Baron, apparently.
You know, if you have that much more gold, you're going for the Baron. Those kills don't mean anything at this point because of how much gold... Like, the gold doesn't matter. Like, you could have that 0 and 10 Scion, but if he has 1,000 more gold than his laner, then he's doing a lot more work.
Yeah, ASG, I mean... They have all of this strength right now. It actually isn't that far ahead for PTP. Even before those kills, it was still relatively close. Now, Baron empowered ASG right now. They're going to be able to play this map much more smoothly. They have 3 towers over PTP at the moment. This should be an easy map game.
That's why you need the team fights, because if PTP won't be able to contest them on this map control, because sure, it's just... I would say flat out, just better at being able to control the map. With all of this gold, you need to play your strength, which is doing fights and combats with Banal and all of these beefy targets.
Yeah, as long as ASG just stays focused, they have the right mentality here. They have the right mindset to just look for that specific
Speak to the foot.
Yeah, speak to the foot, man. No touching the Lee Sin. It's a short cooldown too, that ulti.
Oh yeah, no, like a fourth of it's already done. Like it's gonna be
Yeah.
back in a minute.
Yeah. Okay, now Polar is just showing full domination here on the side lane. Shenpai
Getting
going to
bullied.
just run away from this top lane at the moment. There are no PTP members available to. Oh
Oh
no, knocked
no.
away from Shenpai. Oh, has to flash away. Oh, but Polar doesn't get the dash. Does Shenpai actually just walk away from this? There's no way he
Oh my god.
does. Out of all of that, there were PTP members starting to walk
Everyone
towards
saw
him
that
to
Polar.
support him. But meanwhile, ASG was actually able to pick up that dragon while all that camera screen was all the camera attention
Team
was there.
fight.
Okay, big fight happening here. Piplup goes for the engage. Gandorf gets engaged on. Vanel runs really low. Happy Ending is able to chuck him down as well. ASG even up the scoreboard, 15 to 15 now for kills, but they're now 7K gold ahead of them right now.
Yeah, Lindblom just is the Diana that just sticks on.
Yeah.
You can't peel him off. He's just the presence there.
Yeah, it's so hard. Yeah, I mean, Rel can't do enough to ward off that many members of ASG looking to try to dive. I mean, you have ProDH, you have Malzahar ulti, but I mean, no more
Like
disengage
Vayne
past that.
even did condemn Lindblom there. Like it just did not matter.
Oh, Piplup might have gotten caught here. Tried to go for an engage, but taking a lot of damage at the moment. No one is paying attention to Piplup. Okay, Piplup does go down. The rest of PTP start to engage this fight. Cook Block is on the flank. He's on the side right now. Might look for the Q. Does land the Q. Will he commit? He does. Lee Syndrome is here. Lee Sin does go down, but CB picks up that kill onto Fiora. High Reef gets the ulti onto Gandorf, but Gandorf goes down. Lindblom. Oh, big explosion. Triple kill for Lindblom. Now PTP only have ProDH alive. Now, originally this was PTP's game. They were looking good, but now it looks like ASG are just looking strong, looking for this base. Actually, they might need to back off here. Who knows?
Lindblom is Vanel's worst nightmare. He just kills him. Respawn. Oh, you thought you could play League of Legends? No, turn off your monitor. Kills him again.
Oh, it's so hard. He's so sticky. It just stays on you.
Yeah, like, it's just the damage, too.
Whoa!
And then, what? Oh, he turned off his monitor.
Yeah, he was shopping. He had the shop open. Who knows? Actually, I probably couldn't even see him. I'm not sure.
No, he had a ward there in middle. Like,
Oh.
it just smacked that. It should have seen him.
Well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little kill here. Like, they pick up a small bit.
Yeah,
Like,
little victories.
ProDH needs to get this ult onto Diana, and then have Vanel take care of the rest of it. Have Cooked Block maybe... I don't know. He needs to get that insect.
He needs to get that insect. You're really banking on it. I don't think we've been able to see it so far. I'm curious.
Maybe he just doesn't want to do it. He didn't even try so far.
I mean, I don't think there's been too many opportunities for such
There's
an
always
insect.
an opportunity.
This is fair. I mean, I don't know if this is one of them, but yeah,
No.
Lee Sin ulti would save him in that spot. Yeah.
It's not about saving them. It's about looking really cool.
This is true. It's about your highlight reel at the end of the season.
Yeah, you want the highlight reel.
Yeah.
You need to add more to it.
Yeah, we need more clips. Piplup. Okay. Piplup is hunting. I mean, this entire game so far, Piplup has been just hunting for the slight engages that he feels might be a good enough engage for ASG to start swinging back. But, you know, because of all of his...
does.
Yeah, because of all of his engages, I mean, ASG, they're looking good right now into PTP. PTP was looking really solid in the early game, but now ASG have full control of this.
They need a way to engage to just... Yeah, no, like, we spelled it out. It's just Lindblom needs to be ulted and put down just for a long enough time for Vanel to get those insta stack.
Yeah.
Like, and, like, when you have two inhibitors down... You have to juggle between both that you're not able to attend this team fight, and even if you do...
Here comes Piplup. Piplup with the engage. Happy Ending takes down ProDH immediately.
Insect!
Goes down
Insect!
He finally went for the insect, but I don't know if it's going to amount to much. Vanel now on the back pedal. Shenpai going down here shortly. Vanel might be able to pick up Lindblom. Does have to tumble away. That's an ace for ASG, and Super Minions knocking on PTP's Nexus doors right now. This is going to be the game. ASG are going to advance their score. They're going to keep the third place spot, or at least go higher. We'll see how the rest of the games go. But PTP go down to ASG. Congratulations, ASG.
Congratulations. I don't care what happened. In my heart, you won. Most successful 4-man insect. They knocked all of them up. It should have been, if I, there's too much gold on the backs.
Yeah.
Can't come back.
You could tell CB heard you. He heard he needed a highlight reel, so he went for the insect right at the end. But unfortunately,
ears pricked up when he heard that. It's
yeah.
Highlight reel.
Yeah, but unfortunately, PTP will go down to ASG. So this does knock them down even further. Someone will have to fact check this, but I think this means PTP's out of playoffs. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like I might be wrong. Double check maybe later in the standings.
They need to assassinate another team.
Yeah. Someone else needs to withdraw if PTP wants to make it. But I mean, after this game, I mean, PTP could just look for, you know, the final few wins and hope that the rest of the 5th and 6th place teams just start losing their games. We'll have to see.
Now is when you lock in all team fight champions and play for that highlight reel. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
We're gonna see.
Yeah. We go for the traditional Malphite fiddlesticks or something super original, you know. But yeah, great game. Everyone on ASG's side played well. Welcome Polar and High Reef. Glad you had a cool game for your substitute in. Happy Ending and Piplup played well. Lindblom, of course, always a fantastic jungler. Big Piplup fan, of course, especially after seeing his first Blitzcrank game. But you know, Piplup always just been that key engager for ASG, just pulling the trigger in these points that even I'm not expecting, even though I'm trying to look for all these possible engage points, but he keeps finding them faster than I do. So ASG, congratulations on your win. Okay, that's going to be it for now. I believe we have an interview coming up. We're going to have an interview with the bot laner of Azure Gaming, so stay tuned. We will be right back. Shout out to Adobe Creative Cloud, Logitech G, and Academy of Art. Make sure you guys check out the Friend Connect, ffesports.com/press. This magazine is called Pfaffenheimer, so check it out. See you guys soon. Thank you so much. Bye.
Hello, everyone. Chris Edgeworth here with our second interview of the night. This time, I will be joined by the bot laner of our victorious Azura Gaming. It is Happy Ending. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, let's set the table first with talking about the draft. It's our second game in a row that we've had the Fiora come through, and this time in the hands of Polar. But I thought overall this was like an insanely spicy draft. Lee Sin came through on the other side. Vayne getting picked up for Vayne, also the one trick, and then your sub, High Reef, has the Yasuo comboed with Lindblum on the Diana, so got lots of wombo combo there. You folks had the Xayah Rakan on the bot side. Talk to me, if you would, a little bit about if you folks had a solid plan coming into this draft and what you ended up against.
Yeah, so when we faced them the first time, we kind of just killed their bot lane on repeat. So we knew if we got a strong bot lane, we'd probably win. But some level 1 shenanigans happened. And then that changed the course of that. And we typically play with split push top laners. That's like what our normal top laner plays. So Polar whipped out the Fiora, kind of 1v9. And Reef's just comfortable on Yasuo and is good with Diana.
So of course we got to talk about the level 1 incident. Just fill me in on sort of what was going on in the comms there, because I think if memory serves, they sort of like bumbled into you guys, or like you guys were just chilling and they ran up on you. I think you guys were the ones that got assailed. So talk to me, if you would, about how that shook out for you folks.
Our comms are just a lot of screaming at each other with not a lot of useful information. It's really fun, but yeah, everybody just starts screaming.
So not safe for coaches.
Not safe for coaches.
All right. Well, overall, though, I think that the thing though was in the early game, PTP seemed to feel a little bit more confident than you folks. They had some early kills. They're playing pretty strongly in the early game, especially considering the makeup of they had the Lee Sin got online, but the Lee Sin does tend to scale out, or not scale as well. You folks, on the other hand, scaled exceptionally well into the late game. Talk to me, if you could, a little bit about just sort of what the demeanor was like on the team, how you folks were feeling in this game until it became pretty decisive for you folks.
Yeah, we were still feeling good. It wasn't them creating leads, it was more of us giving them leads. Like bot lane, when Lee Sin ganked, we tried to 3v2 it. Unfortunately, Piplup missed a W, or we would have probably like triple killed them. But it resulted in us both dying. So that's how Vayne got a lead.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. And then at a certain point, like I thought it was kind of spooky, because I think it was rather later in the game, Vayne got like a double or a triple kill on bot side just for fun. It seemed like from you guys.
Yeah, that was another 3v2.
Nice. So anyway, in the end though, it was not to be for PTP. They ended up dropping the game to you folks, and I think what Chris said that ends the run for PTP, I believe. I don't know if we ever got the fact check on that, So you guys clapped him out. So well done. Happy ending. Before we step away though for game 3, I want to give you an opportunity for any final thoughts, any shout outs, any banter.
I gotta create some banter. Everybody in this scene is too nice, okay? Everybody's been great. I'm gonna say AWE is overrated. They're gonna lose. They're going 0-2. We're taking second place.
Hell yeah.